all control. Her gravity is all that I know. She's over me. She's over me. She comes me with her hypnotic dance. She holds me here with only a glance. She's over me. She's over me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the Paranormal Portal. I'm your host, Brent Thomas. Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are doing great. It's a great pleasure, as always, to be here with you and doing the show. But we got a great show lined up for you guys tonight. We have with us tonight Mrs. Debra Varner, who is here to do psychic readings for listeners of the show. And so if you want to call in and be a part of tonight's show, get a free psychic reading, please feel free to do that. You can call in by dialing 720-923-0500. Again, 720-923-0500. Those are the numbers to get you into our call queue and get you connected to Deb and what should be an amazing reading heading into 2020. We're 2 months in, but how you doing, Deb? Thanks for coming on the show.
I'm doing fine. Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me, Brent, and happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah, it's the season of love, Deb, and we love it when you come on the show. It's always amazing. Your readings are always amazing, and so we have, of course, never any shortage of people that are trying to get through to you. It's always amazing because of your process. You are, in my opinion, one of the very few, and I've gotten to know a few throughout the course of the show, but one of the very few truly psychic people. I think that many people have psychic tendencies, but that your process is so awesome. It's just like, what's your name? And that's it, like a first name only. And then what do you want to know about? And generally people say, my job or my love life or finances or, general reading or whatever. And then that's it. And you go right into it. It's really, I've listened to you do this for years now. And I got to tell you, I never get tired of it.
Well, I'm kind of glad you don't.
Well, I know,
because I love doing it.
I know our callers don't get tired either. We got a couple in the queue right now, so it's beginning. There's 3 now, but I just want to take a moment, ladies and gentlemen, explain Deb's process to you. These shows are a little bit different in that sometimes Deb will be silent, and don't let that silence be uncomfortable for you, because that's her getting in contact with her guides to see if there's some messages coming through for you as a caller. So she may just pause. And that's not a point where some people are really uncomfortable with silences. So don't worry about it. Just let her do her thing and she'll come back with more or whatever she's getting. So don't worry about that. But again, when you call in, Deb's going to say, what's your name? You give your first name, if you would, please. And then what do you want to know about? Give her just a few words to, tell her what you're looking for or what you're interested in. And then she's going to do her thing. So just, you can certainly be a part of the conversation. I'm not telling you that you have to be quiet, but just if you hear silences, don't get uncomfortable with that. And Deb will often say throughout the course of the readings they're telling me, they say, those come up a lot, and people are always like, well, who's they? And they is Deb talking to her spirit guides, which are talking to your spirit guides and relaying the information for you. So that's the process. But I see we got the calls in the queue. So are you about ready, Deb?
I sure am.
Okay, well, let's hit the ground running here, because we're already at the races. Oh, my window shrunk here. Let me hold on. Okay, the first call tonight is coming from area code 226. You're on the air. Hello, area code 226. You're on the air. Right row.
You're not 226.
Oh, there you are. Yep. Hello.
I'm sorry. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you great.
Good.
Great. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'll leave you to Deb and we'll get started.
All right.
Who am I talking to tonight, please?
My name is Tracey.
Hi, Tracy. What can I do for you?
I just want a general reading.
Okay, let's see what they have to say. Well, they're talking about this is definitely your time of the year because you're a lover, you're a romantic. You're the type when you step into love, you step into it with both feet. Oh. They're talking about some problems that you've been having lately. Ah, um, and I don't know, it feels like maybe friends around you. One especially, and they're talking about being careful around this person. Um, they say you've noticed their behavior. Um, it's kind of like they're a friend for what they can get out of you. So watch out around this person. It's not a very good energy for you to be around. They're talking about you're a kind-hearted person, but you don't tend to smile as much as you should. And it's mostly because of some things that you have carried with you from the past that you kind of need to decide one way or the other with. It's not something that you need to keep with you. It's something that you need to get rid of. And they're talking about so you can be you. It's so hard when we hold on to things that we don't need in our life.
And I'm listening. I don't know if I should talk, so I'm just listening right now.
Yeah, you can talk if you want. Yeah, you're more than welcome to if you want. Yes.
I guess I'm perplexed on this, but whether it's like a work situation or home situation or
Well, they're talking about work has kind of been up and down. They're also talking about a possibility of something opening up maybe middle of the summer towards doing something else and better possibilities. So, I mean, that's definitely gonna have to be something that you're gonna have to decide on, because it's gonna be one of those situations where, well, I'm not sure I want to leave where I'm at, but then again, something new sounds good. So, and there again, it'll mean a little bit more money, but it's not like you're going to get rich quick, but, you know, it will mean a little bit more money for you. The friend-wise thing is in your everyday life. That's not work. That's everyday life. And they're saying something too. Summer is going to be a big time for certain things happening around you. They're talking about vacation time. It's going to come open. It looks like maybe either a long week, maybe a long weekend that you're going to have to take and go. I don't think you've talked about this yet. It feels like it's something that's coming. So if something comes up, go ahead and if you get a chance to jump on it, because it looks like a lot of fun.
Very cool.
I'm always looking for fun.
Yeah, fun is a good thing, yes.
Yeah.
But it looks like most of what's happening is going to be happening during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And more positive things, you mean?
Yeah.
In the summer? Okay.
Yeah. Were you hoping for sooner?
No. Overall, I think life is good. I'm a little perplexed about the friend thing, but maybe I'm just not aware yet.
That's a high possibility. Just like I said, keep a watch out, because it may be that you just haven't seen it yet, but you will see it. So, I mean, for the most part, you're into life. You enjoy being who you are. other than some of that little message you brought from the past. And just, I mean, that's up to you. It just feels like it's a negativity that you don't really need. So, decide what to do with it. I don't think you'd be happier without it. You're a tender heart. And unfortunately, with tender-hearted people, they tend to get hurt quick when things happen. But you're also the type of person that you bounce back quick. So that's good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All in all, you've got great energy.
I like to think so.
Yeah, you do. Well, you do.
Wonderful.
Right. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, and thanks so much for calling.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of the show. It's great to hear from you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, good night. Good night.
Bye.
Okay, now the next one is coming from area code 417. You're on the air.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
How's it going?
I think it's going good. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Okay, well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What's your first name, sir?
My first name is Chad.
Chad. Okay, well, I'll let you talk to Deb, Chad. Thanks for calling in, though.
Absolutely, sir.
Hi, Chad. What can I do for you tonight?
Well, I was wondering if you could tell me whether or not you can tell me whether or not I should write about some experiences that I had when I was a kid. And maybe what they were about.
Okay, the first thing that I picked up from you is you have a definite light source. So you have been dealing with probably spirits since you were at a young age. Don't feel like you use it too very much, but it is there. It feels like you are both able to see and hear them. Now, that being said, do I think you need to write about your experiences? Always. Even if... Always. Because, I'll explain to you this way. Even if it doesn't go any further than you writing it down, that helps with clarification on the things that did happen for you. Will it be of interest to others? I think so.
Yes, I will say yes.
Yeah. Brent, you just want to hear about the stories is what it is. You know
I definitely do, yep. Guilty.
Yes, but, yeah.
I would like to say, Brent, you've actually heard the story.
Oh, okay, did I? All right. Well, I'm sorry if I don't remember, but thank you.
Well, it's kind of funny. Will be my second time I've ever spoken public about any of this, and the first time was on your show a few months ago when I told the story about coming home from a pond.
Oh, okay. I think I recall. Yeah, that's amazing. Well, thank you for sharing, and I appreciate that you did. It really means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah.
I like Brent. Brent's got a calm demeanor, shows intelligence about things that most people don't seem to grasp.
He is. Brent is so cool. Not only on the show, in his everyday life, Brent is so cool.
Aw, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd like to play poker with him. I want to see his poker face.
I'm not sure about that one. He might be able to, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Um,
It's all right on the surface, I'm afraid.
um,
So, you think I should write about these things, huh?
yeah, I really do. Actually, you guys think too. I think they've been pushing you in that direction.
Well, told myself when I turned 50 that I was no longer going to keep my mouth closed about things that I knew that were real,
Good for you.
about things that I'd seen, witnessed.
And honestly, those things help all of us. I mean, they really do. Those help a lot of people, not just, I mean, it's your experience, of course, but the courage that it takes to come forward really emboldens and empowers a lot of other people. And it's really a cool effect of people releasing a whole lot of garbage they've been carrying. And so it can be an incredibly cathartic experience for a lot of people.
It is,
Yeah.
and you'll be surprised how many people you will find out share your experiences. That's where.
Well, just
it
talking
really
to Brent at night, it felt like I'd talked to him for 5 minutes, and I think we talked for 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And I slept good that night.
Good.
I thought I was going to nightmare real bad, but it didn't. I slept good that night and slept good for several nights, and it was I don't know, it was something that has been building inside me since I was a 13-year-old. That just, there's been times in my life I wanted to grab a person, just shake them, and just start telling them everything that, but you can't do that with a person, so it just builds up in you and builds up in you and builds up in you. And the night that I called into the show, I was sick of researching and sick of dealing with it all by myself. And I just sat listening to Brett for, days, and when he was on the show and stuff, I thought, man, I bet me and that dude could sit down in a room and just talk about this shit,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I wound up calling in,
Oh, thank you for that.
What it
That's
was is,
Facebook.
about it and talking to Brent, it was a release. So that's the reason you sleep so good. And
Yeah.
you'll find out that you write things down, the better you'll feel. It's hard holding things in, especially when we know what we've seen or what we've heard or what's going on around us, and we don't have anybody to share it with. It's really hard, but there are a lot of other people out there just like you that have shared the same experiences, and once you get your stories out there, you'll find some other people like you.
Well, unlike the government and religion, I refuse to deny what mine own eye see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't blame.
Well, fantastic.
Can't have no conservation agent tell me you're crazy. The hell do you mean I'm crazy? I know what I saw.
Yeah.
You're not. You're not crazy. You're a person. You're. I don't know if I should use the expression, but you're a good old boy, and I mean,
thank you.
The truth means a lot to you.
Yeah.
And you've kind of been holding back on a whole lot of truth. So that's got to have really been hard to do. Let your truth out. Be yourself.
Well, I'm just in a podunk town, and ain't nowhere. There's just no outlet here,
Yeah.
What I do, write a book up, write a book, and then write a book company and say, I don't know.
Sure.
I'm a chewing tobacco hillbilly. Here's my story. No one, the world ain't going to try and hear that. The world's going to be like, look, he's another dumb hillbilly. It's awesome. Hey, write him off,
Well,
honey, I've got a hillbilly background, and I'm very proud of my hillbilly background. Trust me.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I have over 155 IQ. There's nothing dumb inside me. You know what I mean? It's just,
Exactly.
it's the world. You know, no one wants to hear you tell these things. You know, I heard a scientist say the other day that everyone discovers when they see it with their own eyes. That's when discovery happens for a person.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can hear all you want.
Good point.
Yeah.
You know.
Good point.
Yeah.
I would like to have the
Right.
world. I would like to shake the world by its arms and have them come to discovery.
Yeah, wouldn't we all?
Yeah.
One person at a time, though, is probably how it's going to work. But you know, there's also Amazon. There's other formats that you could use. You could self-publish on Amazon, and just whatever happens, happens.
I think I'm going to get me one of them text-to-speech programs or something like that.
Yeah, there you go, brother. Yeah, definitely write it down. The world needs to hear your truth.
Yeah. He needs to get his truth out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trust me, you'll feel so much better about yourself. You really will.
But thank you for calling in, brother. It's great to hear from you, and thank you for all of your kind words and your amazing support.
Thanks, Brent.
All right.
Thanks, Debra.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in, Chad.
Okay.
All right. Well, you know, we're about a minute, well, actually about 30 seconds out of the first break, ladies and gentlemen. So we will be back. We got a queue full of people. There's bunches of names there. And don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the queue, we're going to get to you. Just be patient as much as you can. And we will make sure to get to every caller that we can. If need be, we may go into overtime on YouTube if Deb is up for it. But just hang on to your socks. We'll make sure that nobody will, be, unheard. So after the show, remember to stick around. Paisley Wild's coming up with The Spaces Between. So that's coming up next on TFR, iHeart, TuneIn, and TalkStream Live, as well as streaming on her own YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/The Spaces Between. So there's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back with more of the Paranormal Portal and the amazing Debra Varner in just a couple minutes. Don't go away. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half hour of the Paranormal Portal tonight. The night is already flying by, of course, but tonight we, of course, have our wonderful and amazing Mrs. Debra Varner here with us doing psychic readings to callers of the show. And if you want a reading of your very own, simply call in to 720-923-0500. Again, 720-923-0500. So that is your passport to the portal if you want to call in and hear what you got possibly in your future. So, Deb, how you doing? Good?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
But that's standard practice for you. So, but are you ready to hit the ground running?
I sure am.
Okay, well, let's do it. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the show, the reason we have to take commercial breaks on our YouTube feed is because we are also simulcasting on tfrlive.com, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and TalkStream Live, and those networks have commercial breaks every half hour, so we have to sync our YouTube feed to that, so that's why that happens. I made those little breaks with music so you guys wouldn't have to listen to commercials. So that was me given for you, but sometimes people ask me, what's with the breaks? Well, I don't have a choice, but it's part of the deal for Friday, Saturday nights. So anyway, let's get to our next caller here, and this is area code 231. You're on the air. Are you there?
Hi.
Hey, welcome to the show. Thanks for calling.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Can we have your first name, sir?
Yeah, I'm Joe. I was wondering about my music career and if I'm going to end up being successful in life.
Ooh, good question.
Oh, okay. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
You got a great voice, Joe, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You write your music?
Yeah, I made country rap.
Yep. From what you guys are saying, you're pretty darn good at what you do. You might have a few times of dealing with somebody saying, well, I'm not too sure, but don't let it discourage you. Push forward because once you get your stuff out there, it looks like maybe a few of your songs are definitely going to be noticed.
On like a big level, or can you?
Well, honestly, and I'm not sure if that's what you want to hear, but it honestly almost feels like somebody coming to you and wanting some of your music. Now, don't get discouraged with that, because in getting your music out there, that will help you get a step up. You have the potential of going places, but it's going to come down to when you're talking to people, how you interpret what's going on, and whether it's how you feel about it. You have to be true to yourself. That's just the type of person you are. So, I mean, there's a possibility there that somebody's going to come and say, well, can we change up this here a little bit, or can we do this today? Let's tweak this a little bit. Stay true to yourself, because I understand sometimes that's how it goes, but you're not going to be happy with it if you do that. That's just
Right.
not the person that you are. You have to stand true to yourself. Do I think you'll be this absolute superstar? I got to be truthful. No. Do I think that you'll do good? Yes. So, I would keep with things. Be careful contract-wise. Don't, because it just feels like you might have somebody trying to slip something in that you don't really want to do. So be very careful. If anybody comes up with contracts for you, be careful with them. Have somebody look them over if you're not sure about them. But I think you'll do good.
All right.
And if you get out there, give me a shout out. Just say, "Hey, Deb."
Joe, you sent me a song of yours, didn't you?
Yeah, I was on the Paranormal Portal on episode 108. I was
Yeah.
really nervous then, but
Yeah, that's right. I heard your songs, and it's really got potential. I mean, I'm not like I'm any pro or anything. I mean, I do write songs, but I think you have a lot of potential. But email me, would you? Because I got some ideas to send back at you, and you can do with them what you will. But I think there's things we could discuss at least.
right, yeah, sounds good, man.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And if
Your guides are behind
go
you. They're pushing you forward. So yeah, I would go ahead and keep with it. As far as anything else, let's see if they're saying anything else. They're definitely talking about being careful about friends coming out of the woodwork. Once you do start making some money, be careful of that.
all right.
They're talking about looking at an upswing with a lot of things going on in your life towards the end of the year.
Like a good swing.
Yeah. A lot of good energy, a lot of good things going on. Look for things to start showing up more so towards the, I want to say, end of summer, beginning of fall, especially where your music is concerned. But towards the end of the year, yeah, they're talking about a lot of good energy things coming about. So, yeah, don't get discouraged. Keep pushing forward and dream your dream because it feels like it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm never gonna give up, so I just gotta keep going.
Good for you.
Yeah, don't give up.
Well, yeah, thanks for calling in, brother. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, and remember to email me, okay?
Yeah, I will.
All right. Thanks, Joe, for calling in.
Thanks for calling in,
Thanks, Brent and
Joe.
Deb.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
All right. Now our next call is coming from, and this will be area code 757. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Renzo Scriber. I think I've seen you on Kev's show before, Kev Baker's show.
Oh, nice.
So I decided to stop by. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
very
My
cool.
first psychic reading I've ever had, but
Oh,
I saw
wonderful.
that was free. I couldn't pass
Oh,
up that opportunity.
That's good price for sure. But I'll let
Exactly.
Deb talk to you.
Okay.
hey, can I have your first name?
My first name is Lauren.
Okay. Hey, Lauren. What can I help you with?
Um, Honestly, all my questions would be so detailed. I was just wondering if, like, maybe you could ask me a question, and then maybe I would think, or like ask me questions about myself. Is that like a thing that people do? And then like you could just decide what you
Sometimes.
want to tell me.
Um, you're a people person,
Yeah,
and people
I
are
definitely,
drawn.
I am. I do isolate myself though sometimes. I have a tendency to do
Yeah.
that.
Well, people are drawn to
Yeah.
you because you have a little empath in you. Um, they can tell you're that people person. So they
That's good to
come to
hear.
you with tales of their life, and um, I mean that's one thing about empaths. We definitely have stories that we can tell about, the people who come up and talk to us because they're drawn to us. It's that light that we've got, and you've definitely got it. And you definitely had it
Well,
since
that's
you
good
were
because I'm
young,
trying to be a streamer.
huh?
That's good to hear because I'm trying to make streaming working. So that sounds like something that would be
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
Good for you.
sounds like I'm on the right track.
Yeah, let us know your channel
yeah.
before you go.
Huh?
Let us know about your channel before you hang up, okay?
Oh, okay. Honestly, my stream today was embarrassing, so don't watch that one.
Oh, okay. Um, your
But yeah, one of my favorite things is to have people call in. I do worry about finances though, and I worry that I'm not in a 9 to 5 right now, and I've always had trouble sleeping through things. And everyone in real life keeps telling me I'm wasting my time not pursuing 9 to 5 jobs. What do you think about that?
Well, you're kind of a free spirit, and it's hard for you to deal with a 9 to 5 job.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you don't want to; it's just hard for you to deal with one. You
Exactly.
don't,
Exactly.
yeah, you don't really want to be. You would be better off, if in work you would be better off with a few, part-time jobs, things
Mm-hmm.
that will keep your mind going and keep you excited about things.
Yes,
Um,
I like to be entertained in my work.
yeah, being a people person, we're talking about, oh, what kind of jobs? Um, well, I don't know.
I like math
They're,
and science a lot.
they're also
That's
talking about you in our world too. Um, let's see. Anywhere that would let you be open to talk to a lot of different people is going to be where you need to be. It's like I said, a few part-time jobs that's going to keep your mind going and keep smiles going and make you feel good about the things around you. Um,
mm-hmm.
yeah, because a 9 to 5 job with you is just going to make you feel stagnant. You're not going to be happy. There's not going to be smiles. You're going to feel like a robot, and that's
What I
just not for
figured.
you.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Mm-mm. Um, what are they telling me?
I really enjoyed being at university and learning. Those were my happiest times in my life, and I miss it a lot. And I want to go back to university, but I have like a fear of getting my references together.
Yeah.
So I was in graduate school, and then I was supposed to get my PhD, and then they asked me to leave because I just had too much trouble getting in on time. And that was probably one of the most crushing experiences I've ever had. And I also didn't know what to do after that point.
That's because you're that free spirit. I mean,
yeah.
Unfortunately, set times and stuff, it's hard to deal with. And I just feel like your favorite time is nighttime. That if you could deal with life at night and crash during the day, that would be your favorite thing to do. Unfortunately, a lot of jobs and stuff out there are during the day. Unless you...
My favorite thing is learning.
Yeah.
Anything that would let me also learn. I also struggle a lot with, like, depression and stuff. Like, do you have any, like, advice for that, I guess? Like, sometimes I sleep a long period of time because I just don't have motivation to wake up.
Yeah.
But other times I could just be depression, though.
Yeah. It just feels like if you could push forward and set into motion these few things, a couple of part-time jobs, something maybe at night, if at all possible, because that I'm that type of person. I'm a night owl. I tend to, for the most part, have more energy at night, but unfortunately I got to keep my grandchild during the day, so I have to force myself to sleep at night instead of being up moving around and doing things. I was always a crafter at night too, so
yeah, that's when I feel most creative, is at night.
Yeah.
I usually stream at night also. I feel like the streaming has a potential, but my big thing is just finding supplementary income. So.
Yeah. Exactly. You might try some areas that you're not used to. Go through and look and see if anything pops out at you as far as jobs in your area. Because they're talking about things that out of your ordinary that might actually come under the heading of fun. So look, see what you have in your area, see what pops out, see what jumps out at you that might be that potential for high energy and smiles and you being around a lot of people, and just keep that good energy going. Because
my dad keeps telling me, oh, sorry, what?
You have the potential of being a high energy person. It's just you have to kind of shift things around a little bit to what you're used to get to where you need to be.
Get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
My dad keeps telling me to go apply to the hospital, and then I also get told to apply for a military job. I feel like, I don't know, what are your opinions on working in the hospital or military?
I think they're both too strict for you.
I think I would agree, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my gut reaction.
Sometimes people try to be really helpful, but their ideas of life and your ideas of life, even if it's our family, are sometimes two different things because we're not the same people. You're just you're really going to do good in a strict 9-to-5 situation where there's a lot of people saying, you've got to do this way, or you've got to do that way, or you've only got a certain amount of time to do it, or you have to have something that, although that's part of a job, but there are some jobs out there that still are, you're free to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting the right one for you, the one that will work in with that you need. And they're out there. You can do it. And it's like I said, see what jumps out at you and do that. Your streaming, keep with it because I think you're going to do good with that.
Oh, thank you. That makes me feel good. I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh, okay.
I could, the last caller, I could relate a lot with him because I was like, oh man, I know what it's like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I definitely want to know about your channel though, to push it for everyone listening to come support what you're doing.
It's just Renzo Scriber. I'm on YouTube. I simulcast to YouTube, DLive, Mixer, and Twitch. I just try to throw out as many nodes as I possibly can.
What is your YouTube called? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Oh, so what were you going to ask?
What was the name of your channel? I'm sorry if I missed it.
It's just Renzo Scriber.
How do you spell that?
It's RENZO space SCRIBER.
Okay, Renzo.
B
Scriber.
is in boy.
Yeah, Scriber.
Yeah,
okay.
Renzo Scriber.
All right, I'm writing it down. Okay, cool. I'll put a link in the.
Yeah, I like a lot of woo stuff, but sometimes I just do normal millennial things also.
That's okay. I just want to help support your dream if we can, bring you some people to see what you're doing.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, cool.
I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Hey, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks very much for calling in and being a part of tonight's show.
Yeah,
Thank you
really.
For taking the time to get the readings. That's great that you're doing it. I've never seen any. I'm like, I trust a fortune teller who doesn't charge.
Okay.
There you go. Well, thanks again. Have a great night.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Very
Bye.
Cool. Seemed like a really cool person. And again, Renzo Scriber, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put a link in the description once I find it during this next show. But go over there and show her some love. Give her some subs if you wouldn't mind. That's great. Let me see. This one is. Oh, let's see. I don't know if she cleared the phone line or not. Let's see. This is area code 757. You're on the air. Hello? Nope, that was her. All right. I just didn't know if I had the right call or not. So, okay. All right. So the next.
This is not a valid menu option.
Of course it is. It's always valid. All right. That's my portal spooks coming at us again. But this caller is area code 423. You're on the air.
Hey, Britt and Deb.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm doing really good.
Hello again. Who are we speaking with?
Alizee.
Alizee, good to hear from you. How's everything in your world?
It's gotten a whole lot better since the last time I talked to y'all.
Yes. Awesome.
That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, very cool.
What
you were so right. The person. Yes. So how it's Valentine's Day? I've been having this thing with a guy, and I was wondering if you knew anything about the future about him. Because it's been on my mind lately. It's just worrying me a lot.
Well, he seems to be a nice person, but I think he carries quite a bit of baggage with him too. It just feels like he's had problems in his past, too. He has got the sweetest smile when he looks at you.
Today, I gave him a present today, and we looked at each other for 5 seconds, and we were both blushing at each other, and he got rid of that idea, and my friends even told me that he did.
Okay, so hold on for a second. We'll be right back. Everybody, we're going to go to break here pretty quick, but we'll be right back with more of Deb Varner and the reading for Alizee. Don't go away.
Play their games. Everybody loves to place their bets. They don't understand the price I paid. They don't care to comprehend. Trace their lines upon my body, ripping scars across my heart. Raging anger boils inside me as their lies keep falling apart. With my silence, I am not a stupid boy. No more breaking me with kindness, just you dance upon my joy. Leading me with empty promise, you're just another fucking mess. Taking off the slice of my sanity, just make sure that you're well fed.
Caroline is not like those she's with. they're attracted to the one thing about her that is different from themselves. Her life force, it is very strong. It gives off its own illumination. It is a light that implies life and memory of love and home and earthly pleasures. Something they desperately desire, but can't have anymore. Right now, she's the closest thing to that.
Poltergeists are usually associated with an individual. Hauntings seem to be connected with an area. A house, usually.
Poltergeist disturbances are fairly short duration, perhaps a couple of months. Hauntings can go on for years.
Yes, they can, ladies and gentlemen, and so can the portal. The portal can go on for years and years and years. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hour number 2 is upon us, and we are joined tonight by the wonderfully talented and amazing Mrs. Debra Varner, who is here doing readings for callers to the show. So if you have the desire for a reading, you can call in at 720-923-0500. Again, 720-923-0500. That's your passport to the future, ladies and gentlemen. All right, how you doing, Deb?
Doing great.
You are always great. Thank you so much for being here and doing this. As always, it's a pleasure. But I'll get Alizee back on the phone here, and we'll continue on. Alizee, are you there? Hello, are you there?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Had to interrupt for a commercial break, but I'll let you guys get back to it.
Okay. What were you saying about what happened today?
I gave him a gift, and, we met each other in the hallway. We looked at each other for 5 seconds. We both started blushing, but he got redder than I did. Even my friends told me he got redder than I did.
Oh, my goodness. Well, like I said, he seems like a pretty nice person, but I think he's got some stuff that he's carrying with him. So, I mean, if he tends to be a little bit moody sometimes, don't worry about it too much. He seems to have a good energy to him. You seem to be happy with the way things are going. So, yeah, right now, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, I've just been so confused because in the past, he asked me out before, I asked him out before, we both said no because we both weren't ready. And so I wanted to try again because we're both now a little bit older. And I have no idea how he feels. And I've just been worrying about it a lot, so.
Is that what you feel like you need to do right now?
I mean, I'm not really sure because everything else is going great. I'm just now focused on him because he mostly makes my day a whole lot better and everything.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
I just don't know exactly what to do.
Ask him if he wants to go the old-fashioned route. Ask him if he wants to have a soda or maybe go for an ice cream or, just something quick that's not really a date and see what he says. Kind of test the waters with that and then go from there. Because I think maybe he's about ready too. So.
Really? I mean, everybody always says good things about him, and my friends always put us two alike because we're basically like the same person. We have so much stuff in common. We even look the same, and we've had a relationship for a while. It's been like we don't really know if we want to start something or not, and now we're both like lenient, And I'm trying to see if he wants to go over the edge and actually do it.
Well, that's why I said just start with something small. Just go the old-fashioned route, like I said. Or ask him, I mean, I don't know if he drinks coffee. Ask him for a coffee. You know, say you want to meet me for a coffee, or maybe late one evening or something. Maybe for, say, how about let's go out for maybe a dessert and something to drink. Just start with something small. Don't actually make it a date. Just start it out easy. Just, kind of feel what's going on or where it's going to go and see what he says. And then let it develop.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really good idea because, like, today with the present, I didn't go all lovey-dovey and stuff because we're not at that point. So I did kind of, like, funky and, like, funny and stuff. That's, like, how we both pair up together. And so at least make his day better if he didn't like me.
Yeah, well, go ahead and ask him and see. It honestly, for a lot of things, I'm still old-fashioned, but in this day and age, I mean, if a girl wants to ask a guy, give him a call or say, hey, you want to go do a little something, I see no problem with it. I really don't. But, yeah, I would start out with something small and just see, where his mindset is at and see what he says. But, yeah, I feel like he's ready to bump it up just a little bit.
Yeah, and I want to thank you because the last time I got an actual reading, that's what's helped me get all this confidence to actually talk to him because you were totally right. The person that had so much drama over me left, and I've had no drama since.
Fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that.
Awesome.
I am so glad to hear it.
Good for you.
I actually even talked to the person that started the drama, and he was like, it's all a joke and stuff, but he's like, he won't be coming back anyway, so I won't have to worry about him, so I'm really happy about that.
Excellent.
Good. Good. I'm glad.
Well, keep us posted on how this goes, too. I mean, of course, we always want the best for you, Alizee, and we're so thrilled that things are better for you.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for calling in.
Great. Yeah,
thanks for having me.
Okay. Have a wonderful night. And give your parents our best,
you
too.
You too.
Say hello to the folks for us.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was nice. It's good to hear from her again.
I am so glad everything's gotten better for her. Bless her heart.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart for sure. Had a real tough road, but I'm glad it's all making sense now. That's really cool. All right. Our next call, if it works, there it goes, is, of course, our very own Mike MCAT Hetzel. Are you there, MCAT?
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hey, brother.
I'm here. How you doing?
We're good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. Welcome
Just
to the show.
relaxing, taking the day off.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm sure
Wonderful.
you've deserved that.
Good to hear that.
Yeah, it is. You're always working, so welcome to your day off, and I'll let you and Deb have at it.
All right, thanks.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Well, let's just do a standard, just the usual.
Just the usual. Okay.
It's like he's ordering a burger.
Yeah. He's hard. It's hard to say what's going to happen because I used to be a waitress, and when they came in and said, "I'll just have the usual," so I mean, you could get almost anything. Okay, let's see what they're saying. Well, they seem to think you're doing a little bit better as far as your eating goes. They say you're not being as naughty as you normally are.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Talking about your back bothering you lately. You've been having problems with your back?
No, not so much.
I don't know. That's what they're talking about, your back. Have you got a trip planned next month, or is it next month or the beginning of April? They're talking about a trip that you've got coming up soon.
A trip I've got coming up soon?
Yeah.
The only trip I've got coming up soon is Coloma.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, when is that one supposed to be?
July?
This is one before.
Hmm.
If it hasn't been planned yet, it will be planned. And they're talking about having good luck with it, too.
Oh, well, that's good.
I can't tell. Like I said, I can't tell if it's like towards the end of March or beginning of April, but they're talking about a trip coming up. So if somebody gives you a call and says, "Hey, let's go check it out."
Let's keep that in mind.
I'm definitely talking about some changes opening up for you, too.
So what?
Some changes.
Oh, changes?
Yeah.
Changes.
Yep.
Sing it, brother.
Yeah. You're going to find out that well, your investigations are going to bump up.
Yeah, I had a feeling they were. I had a dream about something like that, where it was leading me to wonder is how much the other side talks about that, how information can spread to where there are other people that want to come talk to us that we might not know about.
Well, did you hear that call that I called in with what happened to us when we went to the Civil War Museum? obviously they do a whole lot of talking back and forth to each other because, real quick, I have been talking to Bella about Curry Beach and Fort Fisher, and that was at the first museum that we went to. The second one we went to, I actually made contact with someone from there. So obviously they do a whole lot of talking back and forth and know things that are going on. More so than what I thought. Now, that being said, you may have to, from what they're talking about, you may have to back off of the driving some because you're going to have more options to do investigations.
Yeah, I've been looking into that. I've been looking into a local job where I'm home more or every day, which would give me more time to do investigations.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to make any change until after Coloma, because that's a big trip, and I don't want to start somewhere and then be locked into no vacation and no travel and then not be able to get anywhere. So
yeah, they're also talking about at least 2 books.
And
it's going to, it's going to center around your investigations.
Oh, that's interesting. I've been wanting to
And
write
those
more.
will be within the next, it almost looks like within the next couple of years. That feels like it's going to be very interesting. Yeah. From what they're talking about, things are going to get rather exciting where your investigations are concerned. So look forward to it. They
That's
feel like it
interesting.
is.
Yeah,
They feel like it's going
I've
to
been
be.
coming up with some new, some new ideas and new techniques for talking to them, and we'll see how it goes.
There you go. But right now, that's pretty much what they're talking about is, things that are coming up and what's going to be happening. So.
That sounds good.
Yeah, just the feeling that I'm getting from them, it feels good. It seems like it's going to be really interesting. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to reading the books.
Me too. Excellent.
We've got a few people that they keep talking about books, so I have a feeling within the next few years I'm going to be busy reading because there's so much information out there that needs to be told. So, and especially where our investigations and stuff are concerned.
Yeah.
Well, excellent, brother. Looks like you got a full boat ahead of you, a full plate.
Yeah, sounds that way.
I'll be happy to join you.
Thank you, Deb, as always.
I'll be happy to join you on some of those investigations too, so just keep that in mind.
I know you will.
All right, brother. Well,
All right. Thank you, Deb.
thanks for calling in,
I'll
brother.
see you guys later.
Okay. Have a great night.
Thanks.
All right. Yep, you too.
Now, Deb, earlier in the show, and I kind of timed it to where we were at on the call board here. Bomber had asked for a general reading, Bomber from the chat, and she can't call in because she's way across the globe. So it's just impossible financially for her to do that. But she asked if I would ask for a general reading for her, and then also what should she do about her neighbors. So just putting it out there.
Well, I know what she feels like doing with her neighbors, but I would prefer she didn't. So, where her neighbors are concerned. Wow. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that you can do. I don't think she's financially able to kind of fence up away from them so she doesn't have to deal with them. And it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like even if she calls to get help, she's getting anywhere. It just feels like it's kind of hard to ignore them. That's a tough one because I don't know. It's almost like even if she calls anybody, it's kind of he said, she said situation, and it's hard to get anything done where that's concerned because it feels like the neighbors are the type where they're kind of sneaky and they can be very believable when talking to someone. And even if they're lying through their teeth. So I don't know what to tell her about that. That's just going to be a rough situation.
Yeah, she said right now she's ignoring them, but
That's it. Honestly, that's the best way to go. I mean, if I hear anything about anything that she can do later on, I'll let her know.
Okay.
Now, as far as she's concerned,
we're about 2 minutes, or about 2 minutes out of the break. So, just so you know, we'll probably have to interrupt this pretty quick. So I guess you'll have time to think over the break, or to talk to the guides. But just to let you know, I'm going to have to interrupt pretty quick.
Alrighty. Why is she a nervous Nelly? It's like things tend to stress her out easy. And that's really weird because for the most part, it feels like she's a nice person. She's she tries to be easygoing, but it's just like stuff stresses her out so quick and easy. And she's definitely not taking enough time for herself. It feels like she feels like life is hustle bustle, but honestly, it will be better if she tries to calm that down a little bit.
She says,
Because
I have anxiety and PTSD, struggle to control it.
okay.
There's the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back on the other side with more of readings with Debra Varner here on the Paranormal Portal. So don't go away. And we'll get right back at it after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Last half hour of the network show, but don't worry if you're on the call board. Deb, are you up for overtime tonight?
Sure am.
Okay, we're going to take it into overtime on YouTube. So if you're still in the queue, don't worry. Don't get discouraged. We'll get to you. Just hang in there. We're getting through them as quickly as we can. With the readings, there's no one size fits all, ladies and gentlemen. And so the readings take as long as they take. And I'm certainly not going to try to push Deb and say, hey, no, we got to read these faster. It's her process. So we have to honor that. She's here doing it for free and helping all of us out. So just be patient. We will get to everybody on the queue. Just hold your place, and I'll make sure to get to it as soon as we can. But let's see, our next call. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to come back for Bomber. Yeah, what did you have in close for that?
Okay. Can you find out for me if Bomber has Facebook?
That's a great question. Bomber, will you let me know? Do you have Facebook? It might take a couple minutes, so if there's anything else, go ahead.
Okay.
She says, I do. I do, she says. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and get in contact with me, and I will give you a few things that you can do to maybe help calm yourself down, or will at least make the energy around you feel a little bit better. It's Debra Davenport Varner. Just send me a message. It just feels like sometimes life is just, I don't know, running at full speed, and you're trying to take it at a low speed, and it frustrates you, it aggravates you. We need to get it to the point where life and you are maybe going at a medium speed, so that you don't get as frustrated and stressed out about things.
And she does say, thank you, Deborah, with heart after it. So.
Okay. Yeah. So just go ahead and message me, and we'll work on some things for you, okay?
Okay, perfect. So let's get to our next call then, which is coming from area code 254. You're on the air. That's from...
Hello, Grant.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good this evening. I wanted to call in and speak with Deborah.
Absolutely, by all means.
Okay, hey, who am I talking to?
Hello, Deborah. This is Kathy.
That's Kathy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I want to make sure. Okay, what can I help you with, Kathy?
Well, not just a general reading, but I want to know if I'm headed in the right direction as far as expanding my, I don't know, I guess well, it's Valentine's Day. We have romance. Is there any romance in my future?
Okay, I don't know if it's your phone, my phone. Things are
No, I think it's
a little
her
weird.
Phone. It's her phone, but she said it's Valentine's Day. She's wondering about romance in her future.
Romance in the future, okay.
Does this sound better?
A little bit. It was just kind of going before. It was doing this weird distortion. So I think it's okay, but there it goes again. No, not really. It's okay though. I think I can hear you well enough to relay what you're saying if Deb needs it.
Okay. They're talking about you having some rough experiences in the past where love is concerned. But they're also talking about that was a different time in your life. You are at a point where you're becoming more settled and you know more about where you want to go and what you're looking for. So, that being said,
Okay.
they're talking about someone coming around, not in the very near future, maybe around the end of the year, beginning of next year. Yeah, it's a situation where you might kiss a couple of frogs before Prince Charming shows up. So if you have a chance to maybe go out a time or two, but the one that you're looking for is going to show up, like I said, towards the end of the year, beginning of next year. It's going to be a gentle soul. Something that you've looked for, but you haven't been able to find so far.
Yeah. It's very, very true.
Yeah.
But, try to fill my life with other things, and I've got a lot of things in my life, I'm happy, but just, I'm curious and wonder.
You just want to know if you're going to have somebody around to spend time with. We all need somebody in our life. Yeah. I understand. We all need somebody. And don't, just make sure that you kind of get rid of the other baggage, which I think you're beyond that now, but just make sure you're finished with the not so wonderful things, so that when this new love comes around, you're more able to accept him.
Okay.
And I think you seem to have a commanding spirit. And he will be the type that he's more open and level-headed, which means the two of you together will complement each other.
That would be good.
Yeah. Let's see if they're saying anything else for you.
Well, I feel like I have a lot of my ancestors around me. I feel them.
Yeah, you have quite a few. I have a feeling most of the time what you're feeling are your spirit guides, because they're definitely working close with you, trying to get certain aspects of your life together. Although you've come a long way, you still got a little ways to go. But you know more about who you are and where you want to go right now, more so than you did like 10 years ago.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. They're talking about get out in nature more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not necessarily smell the flowers, but get out in nature, get the feel from Mother Earth, because that grounds us. And I think once you feel more grounded, you'll be able to, you're on a pretty good path right now, but I think once you become grounded a little bit more, you'll see more things opening up.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
I wanted to ask this too, Deborah. Should I follow up on should I follow up on speaking out about my encounter?
Speaking out about what?
Her encounter.
Her encounter. Okay. That was kind of one of those things, about your path and all. Try to find. Now there are groups out that I'm not sure if they're in your area that you can talk with, because I really feel like
I do have a lady.
Huh?
I do have a lady that I'm going to speak with it, and I'm just kind of nervous about, I've never done anything like that before, so it's just a little apprehensive about that.
No, don't be nervous. It's
Okay.
always good.
I won't.
It's like I said before, even writing this stuff down, it helps us, because it's if we hold it in and we try to be quiet about it, I don't know, it causes problems with us. It's always better to find it
I'm
out.
a writer. I'm a writer. I believe that, but I just haven't really putting it down in words.
Yeah.
Except
you're
that
waiting to you're waiting to talk to somebody. Once you talk to somebody concerning what's going on, you'll find it very easy to start writing things down. That will put your mind at ease about, am I crazy? No, you're not crazy, number one. Number two, talking about our experiences always helps. But yeah, once you're able to start talking about it, then start writing things down, because then it'll become easier. And don't be so apprehensive, because there are others out there that you can talk to that have had experiences like you have. So don't be afraid. We're always kind of apprehensive over something new that we're doing, or something that we're not sure we should be doing. But yeah, go ahead and do it. Open up, talk with somebody, and then start writing things down, and then go over it a couple of times. Because in doing that, you'll probably start seeing things that you forgot, that things are coming back to you. You'll remember more. So yeah, don't be afraid to talk about things.
Okay, wonderful.
Maybe then I can get back out in nature a little bit more.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because you definitely need to get out there in nature and commune with Mother Earth, because that will make your heart feel good.
Wonderful. Well,
thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, for calling in. That was wonderful to hear from you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Have a great night. Okay.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not already on the call board, no more calls after. We've got a full board as it is. Please, no more call-ins. It's just going to be, we can't do this for 4 hours straight. So we're going to go into an overtime, but just be patient. We will continue on into overtime on YouTube. We got about 10 minutes left on the network. So we're going to get to our next call. And this is area code 203. You're on the air. Hello?
Hi, it's Heather. Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Deb.
Hi.
Just going to mute my computer.
Sure. We are live now.
I'm just calling in for a romance reading and also a general reading.
Okay.
Okay. A romance reading. Let's see what they have to say. Well, for the most part, you're easy to love. You look for loving people. You can feel their warmth. It gives you the warm fuzzies to be around people who are very loving and caring. Romance. You've been talking to somebody already. Now, I don't know. They're easygoing, but I don't know if that's. I don't honestly know if that would be the love of your life. It feels like there's somebody else out there. Who has come back in from your past?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Just not getting the best feeling off of that, though. And from what they're saying, you've kind of questioned things there. I don't know if they're talking about holding off where a relationship is concerned for a little bit. Because you still haven't quite figured out what it is you're looking for. You're close to coming into who you are. You know who you are. You know who you want to be and where you want to go. And from what they're saying, it will be better if you wait until you are sure of who you are before you deal with anything having to do with a relationship. Does that make sense?
It does. I'm pretty confident in who I am. But I'm always grateful for feedback and opportunities to grow and learn.
Okay. And You wanted a general?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what they have to say. I'm trying to figure this one out. They're talking about studying. Are you thinking about taking classes in something?
I do take classes, yes.
Okay.
But I don't teach any right now. I just take them.
Yeah, they're talking about you're the type of person that you love to learn.
Yes.
Well, from what they're saying, that looks like it's going pretty well. That's not an area that you have to worry about too very much. As they're talking about, don't be afraid to open up and ask questions. And that's pertaining to the studying. If you're unsure about something, don't be afraid to go ahead and ask questions.
Oh, that's always great advice.
Yeah. As well as learning, you also like to, I'm not sure if it's teaching somebody as much as it is more like letting them in life's experiences. Helping other people if they're unsure. They tend to like to come to you and say, hey, listen, what would you do in this situation? And that is good because, I mean, you're that type of person. You've got a good head on your shoulder, you know, when it comes to trying to lead somebody in the right direction. So, you know, continue that. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of what I call speed bumps. So the energy around you feels like it's pretty good right now. Try to get in a little bit more me time because between everything that you're doing, you're just not taking enough time to relax for yourself. And unfortunately, that will lead to burning out pretty quick. And they say if things seem to be moving slow, don't worry about it because that's the pace that it needs to go at the time. But yeah, for the most part, the energies around you feel pretty good. You got a good head on your shoulders. You pretty much got things mapped out as to where you want to go. Just try to stay on course, and I don't think you'll have a whole lot of problems.
Okay, hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be going into overtime on YouTube for the rest of the callers that are on the queue. But to those of you on TFR, iHeart, TuneIn, and TalkStream Live, stick around because Paisley Wild will be coming up next with her The Spaces Between show, which is coming up in just a minute or so. And then there again, those of you on the call board, just hanging tight. We'll move over to YouTube and finish the show there. You can find the show at youtube.com/paranormal portal. And also, Paisley is streaming her show live on YouTube if you want to check her out. That is youtube.com/the spaces between. But we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice, take care of each other, help each other out, find the magic in every day, and remember to laugh as much as you can. Good night, everybody on the network. We'll see you tomorrow night with Don Longbeard.
Hi, my name is Ella, and I'm 10 years old.
All right, we are still continuing here on YouTube, so take it away, ladies.
Okay. It feels like you got a couple of questions, Heather. What do you need to know?
I have a lot of questions, but I'm trying to be respectful of everybody's time. My main question was just the romance, the kind of generalities. There are things occurring in life, like for everyone, in that realm, and also health issue, just general health. Career, I generally keep pretty tight.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have time for all of that, but certainly some of it.
It's a lot, Brent.
Yeah.
I understand.
Health-wise, I think with maybe taking some time for yourself, that will help ease off some of maybe stress level that it could be working against you. They're talking about looking for things to help calm you. Special teas, aromas, things that will help keep your system calmed down. I don't see super major things where health is concerned. It feels like you might have had a scare in the past, but it doesn't feel like you have to worry about that too much. It is not showing me anything too very bad at the moment. That's weird. They're talking about your path has been set, so I'm assuming with that, and I don't feel anything bad with that. I'm assuming with that, that if you continue on right now where you're going, you're going to be okay, at least for a while. Yeah, I'm not really seeing super major things that you have to worry about right now. most things. You can make a few changes, and it will help smooth things out, or just help ease off anything that's going on.
Okay, that sounds great, Deb. Thank you. Thank you, Deb, and thank you, Brent, for this forum.
Well, thank you for calling in.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much, and it's great to hear from you.
Have a great night, you all. Thank you.
Okay, good night.
You too. Good night.
I want to move to another call, and this is one I want to push ahead a little bit because it's calling from Australia, and so I don't want to keep them waiting. That's quite a long ways.
Yeah.
So, Australia, you're on the air.
G'day, everyone.
Hey, who are we talking to?
Aussie Tiger.
Oh,
It's
hey,
Aussie.
Ozzy, how you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I just figured since it's Valentine's Day there and I had my birthday 2 days ago.
Oh, happy birthday.
Figured, why not
Happy
call in?
birthday.
Thanks. Yeah, because it's Valentine's Day, I figured why not call in to get a reading about love and romance and stuff.
Okay.
Love and romance and stuff. Well, your energy feels a little bit better. I'm happy with that. Let's see, love and romance. Also, you'd be happy if you were totally immersed in love 24/7.
Pretty much.
You're one of those you could eat, sleep, and live romance.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Is there a girl out there for you?
Yeah, well, I've been looking for one, but still haven't found her yet. And I'm 34 now.
Don't look so hard. Yes, there's a girl out there for you. I don't think she's going to come too quick, but
Definitely not too quick.
you're definitely going to meet her. She's going to be silly. She's going to laugh a lot.
Yeah, there's quite a few girls out there I know that are like that.
Mm-hmm. You'll know her when you see her. She's definitely going to be somebody that's crossing your path again from a past. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you see her and you meet her, you'll know that you've been around her and been with her before.
Yeah.
She looks like maybe brown hair, light colored eyes.
Like a blue eyes or something.
Blue, green, hazel. It's weird because
Just like mine.
yeah, brown eyes show up darker than what the other eye colors do. It's weird. Light. The difference is light and dark where the eyes are concerned.
Okay.
I don't think she'll be very tall. Looks like maybe about 5'3", 5'2".
So about a foot shorter than me then.
She's She's going to be
I'm 6'2".
she's going to be a little spitfire. She'll keep things interesting. But like I said, I don't think she's going to show up anytime, in the very near future. It feels more like fall to winter this year.
Okay. Oh,
And
that'll be fall
that
to
time will
winter
pass
for you guys.
before you know
This
it.
will be spring, summer for us.
Okay. That'll be spring to okay.
Yeah, because
forget-
we're already starting to head into fall and winter. So.
Okay.
That's because it's our turn.
Yeah.
Yep. Your turn for the good weather.
Yeah, that's right. We'll send it back when we're done.
Yeah,
Oh, don't send it back too quick. We're only just getting over the bushfires, so don't send it back too quick.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
Yeah. But yeah, you've got somebody coming. Just hang in there.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much the only confirmation I need, because no, there's someone coming. It's just I just haven't quite nailed which one it is yet. And I do have something. I did meet the one I was to be with, like the one for me, but it just didn't quite work out how I thought. But if I come across her again,
you haven't found the right one yet.
yeah, but
She'll be around.
Yeah, first if I have met her, but at the same time I also haven't.
Yeah.
Like I've met her via YouTube or something.
No, I think just from what I'm picking up, I think you know her from another life. That's why I said.
Oh, another life.
When you meet her, it'll be that feeling like you know her and you've been around her before. I don't think it's anybody that you have met so far in this life. I think it's someone from a past life that's coming back into your life again.
Nice. Well, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for that. Better get going. I'll let someone else have a read.
Well, thanks for calling in, brother. It's great to hear from you, and happy birthday again, man.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
All right, see ya.
Thanks for calling in.
Okay, now
Bye.
we're going to go to area code 515. You're on the air.
I believe that is me.
It is you. It's all you. It's your time. Sorry it took so long, but we are here now.
Awesome. That's okay. I had to recall back because I dropped the call. But hi, Brent. Hi, Debra. This is Rihanna. We just made friends today.
Aww.
I have a really deep question that Hi, sweetheart. You have such a beautiful soul.
Oh, thank
you. I have skill, but my problem is I have so many people on the other side that they are just bum rushing me. Can you cut through the chatter and tell me what they want to say?
Sometimes when they're doing that, we have to tell them to be quiet.
Good luck with that. They're Irish.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. You have a grandmother, I want to say maternal grandmother. Kind of a stern disposition. Oh, she would be the type that would cross her arms across her chest when she laughed. She has a very party laugh. Well, I don't know what's been going on. She says, be careful where you trod. That could be a lot of different things. Okay, who have you been having trouble with in your life close to you?
I'm sorry, say that again. We're breaking up.
Who have you been having problems with in your life that you're close to? And she's leading me to believe that it's maybe family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sibling. Yes.
She's talking about don't deal with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, she says you're smarter than that. She says don't deal with it.
Very true.
Okay, that's where that's coming. She's stressing, be careful where you trod. So obviously it's having to do with this person. She's also saying be careful.
Okay.
No explanation, but she's saying be careful.
Be careful. Okay, I got that.
She got her arms open saying, look, you've got quite a few people. You've got 7 people around you.
Oh my God, they are everywhere, sweetheart. I've got friends over there. I'm the oldest now living member in my family, so all my ancestors are gone. Yeah, and they are screaming at me. It's like a concert. I can't break them down. And like I said, I possess the skill, and I read for a lot of other people, but it's hard to do it for yourself.
These 7 ones, though, are with you more than the rest. They're around you quite often. Two female friends, 1 male friend. You have a great, and your grandmother, of course. Who else is stepping forward? Your grandmother's father is there.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, who's the other one? Step forward and let me know who you are. An uncle, but he goes back.
Oh.
He's like a great uncle, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all there with you pretty much the biggest part of the time. So, and they love to give you advice.
They do. They're always talking. They're always in my head. They're always around me. But like I said, they just seem to all at once talk. And I tell them, slow down because you're overwhelming me, but, the sweet room keeps talking.
Yeah, sometimes we have to get stern and, just say, hush, enough.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And let them know that you can only hear them if they talk one at a time. But Grandma...
See, and I was their first baby, so...
Grandma seems to be the one that's standing out front more so than the rest of them. So I'm assuming Grandma is the spokesperson.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that's the message that she's bringing for you.
Okay.
No, she's quite funny when she wants to be, too.
Oh, my God, she was hilarious. Yes.
Yes. But, yeah, she's definitely stepping forward and speaking for everybody else right now. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else I can help you with?
Was there anything else?
No, I think that was it. Am I right, Deb?
That seems to be the message, yes.
Okay.
So whoever...
Okay.
Whoever you're having problems with, they know what's going on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I thank you for your time, and we will keep connecting with each other. Thank you, Brett, for letting me be part of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Off to the next caller.
Okay, thanks so much for calling in.
Have a great night. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
That's a cool call. Good. All right, let's get to the next one, and this is area code 626. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, it's Ruthie Castro. How are you guys?
Hi, Ruthie. Good to hear from you. I'm doing wonderful.
I got disconnected. Oh, good. I got disconnected at about 7:30, so I've been hanging on the line this whole time.
Uh-oh.
Back.
Well, I'm glad you stuck it out.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so good to hear you.
Hi, Ruthie.
Hi, Deb.
Okay.
Oh, I miss talking to you. I need clarification on something my guides were telling me. I'm a little confused. They wanted to know, they're telling me they want to know if I hear a heartbeat, but no one is there. Isn't that weird?
That's very weird.
Very strange.
There.
The second part of the message was they're saying
What do
something
you
about
think?
a heart attack. Well, I don't know. It's so odd that it hit me funny when they said it. I kind of
The first thing
out.
that I got was a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone's pregnant. Well, I was thinking of my daughter. I haven't talked to her for a while, and I know she is taking precautions not to get pregnant, so I don't think it's her.
Somebody around you.
A baby's around me?
That's what I'm picking up. That's what they're telling me. That
Wow.
there's coming up around you. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, because usually I have dreams about babies coming. But what's that part about a heart attack? That's really kind of strange.
Heart attack. A male in your family.
I was getting my dad.
has been having some chest problems, and they need to go ahead and have it checked out because it could lead to a heart attack. They've got to be kind of careful.
Yeah, he had a pacemaker put in about 2 years ago, and I actually got into the hospital. He actually died on me, and so that was real stressful about 2 years ago. And he won't actually tell me what's going on because he doesn't want to stress me out. So I think you're right about that. That's what I got really, really strong when I read that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'll have to have a serious talk with him.
Yeah, I think I would too, because they're I don't want to say upset. They seem kind of worried. So I think I would be having a very long talk with him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will definitely call him. Wow. Yeah, that's what I got. So I'm glad that I was like on the same wavelength as you. The first part's funny about a baby, so I'll just keep my ears and eyes open. It could be my niece. She lost a child about a year ago, and she wants to have another one. So she might be getting pregnant again soon. So that's interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, I was going to tell you, when I talked to you about that blockage I had for the writing, I cleared that block, and I've been writing short stories for children. And
Fantastic.
I did some work on that. I found out it was a group of people blocking me and also saying, don't move, don't move. They don't want to see me move LA. So I got into that, asked my guide, did a little bit of work on my own, and found out that it's pretty much everybody I know. They don't want me leaving California.
Wow.
I know. Oh, well, too bad.
Do what you got to do. Sometimes you just have to do for you and not worry so much about everybody else. You know what you're capable of doing. You know what you want to do. And, I mean, you have to do for you. You can't live everybody else's lives. Everybody else cannot live your life. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I'm all alone now, so it's easier just to pick up and move. So I've been clearing stuff out, clearing the energy in the house. Got to call my daughter and say, come pick up your bed and your dresser because I'm not taking that on my move. You come get it.
There you go.
I haven't even told her yet. She's going to be upset. No, Mom, don't move.
They tend to leave stuff at your house when they leave. It's almost like as long as they have something at your house, they feel like they're not completely gone.
Yeah, that's how she is. Yeah, she left some really beautiful things here. She has a beautiful iron cast, like an antique bed here. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, a couple other things, not too much. And she's an artist, so she left a little bit of art, which is beautiful. And but I will call her and let her know sooner or later she's going to have to come pick it up. But yeah, I've been getting rid of stuff. I still don't know where I'm going or how I'm getting there, but I feel the energy so strong, just stronger and stronger every week. Yeah. Good. So I'll be closer to dawn. I'm Brent.
Oh, nice. Very good. We'll have to get together. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that would be fun, definitely.
For sure.
Well, I don't want to keep you. That was just, the main questions I had about that really funny message I got from Spirit. So I'm glad that's clarified. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you called in.
Oh, I'm glad I did too. I'm glad I waited and called back. You know what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
You guys picked up the phone and everything disconnected. My internet went dead, the connection, and the phone just shut off. And then I got back on, and you said, "Well, that's weirdness on the portal again." I said, "That was me. I don't know who disconnects me, but I always get like the weird muting thing, and now I've gotten the disconnection from you on the phone. So something doesn't want me talking to you."
That's right. Something's trying to hold you back.
Oh well.
Persistence pays off. Yeah.
The house is calling you. Don't go.
Well,
it was good talking to you.
It's great to hear from you again.
It was good talking to you. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome. We'll talk soon.
Good night.
Okay.
Okay, see ya. That's really cool. It's nice to hear from Ruthie. She's got such an energy.
It is.
She's got such an energy to her. All right.
Uh-huh.
Let's get to the next one. And this is area code 951. You're on the air.
Hi, this is Lou.
Hi,
from the
Lou.
Chat.
Hi, Lou. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I feel like I should clarify. My actual name is Thomas, but that's kind of my online moniker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, Lou or Thomas. Whoever you want to be, brother, you're welcome here.
Well, Deborah asked for names, so
Yeah.
I don't know if it helps if I
Sure.
give the right name. No.
No, if
but-
you prefer Lou, then that's fine.
Okay. Well, I wanted to. I'll start off with maybe a nice, hopeful message. I called and talked to you before, Deborah, about a trip I took up to Oregon, and I had a falling out with like 4 different people, and I also totaled my truck all in the span of a month. And I talked to you and told you about how it seems that after all of that stuff, that it seemed like I was cured of my depression afterwards. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still going strong. I don't feel depressed or anything. And so there's hope out there for people, I wanted to say.
Good for you, brother.
Because I was dealing with it. Yeah, I was dealing with it for 12 years of bipolar manic depression. So, but
Oh, wow.
while I was out there, I played around with a Ouija board, and it told me that I would not have children. And I wanted to know what your opinion was, Deborah, if I would ever have children.
Well, I'm not sure if I agree with the Ouija board.
I'm not sure. I wasn't really.
No,
I
it
was in
feels
a kind
like
of a,
there's supposed to be
Go ahead.
children around you. Yeah,
okay.
most.
Yeah, I do
like,
love
yeah.
children. Pride myself in being a good uncle. For now.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, 2, maybe 3.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely disagree with the Ouija board.
Yeah, it's the people that I played the Ouija board with. I had a falling out with them, as I said, and they were kind of deceitful people. I found out they kind of had ulterior motives for having me stay with them, which really creeped me out.
Oh, jeez.
But okay, so I figured that's a quick one. I also wanted to ask. So I started a YouTube channel, and I'm just kind of putting music on it right now. But I've always been kind of a people person and pretty good at giving advice to others, I've found. And I wanted to start a talking channel, but I feel like I procrastinate, and the root of it is kind of self-consciousness, which is really weird because in a social setting, I'm pretty confident, but I have this weird shyness at the same time, and it's kind of made me procrastinate. And I wanted to know what you thought of if I should pursue this YouTube channel thing with speaking to people. Even if I don't do that, I'll probably continue with making music and posting that. But I wanted to know your thoughts on the whole.
No, by all means, talk to people. They're talking about it's easy for you to talk to people, but you're not so sure if you want to put yourself out there. That's easy to deal with. Find a picture or something that you want to put up there, and you'll basically be behind the scenes, but you'll still be talking with the people. That's a way for you to feel at ease, especially when you first start out. Later on, if you decide that you want to open up to talk to people, then just get rid of it and say, hey, here I am.
Okay, so kind of don't show my face at first.
Yeah, because that will help you deal with the shyness. It's really weird. It's so much easier to talk to people sometimes when you're not face-to-face with them. It kind of helps you be more open, and I think that will help you, especially when you first start out. But yeah, by all means, I think you'll do pretty good with it. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I hold kind of unpopular opinions, but I basically operate from a place of love with everything. But I'm just kind of I'm kind of baffled by a lot of the things going on in the world and the things that people go along with and stuff. So, kind of freaks me out. All right. Well, I don't want to take too much time.
You have enough experience behind you that you should be able to do really good with talking with people and helping them. So yeah, definitely pursue it.
So would you say that maybe the route I should take is in giving advice, or just general, just talking with people in general?
They're talking about you starting out, pick a subject, start talking about it, and ask people what they think, and get it started that way.
Okay,
and
awesome.
Then you can go from there, talking with them about the different things, or, graduating up to, hey, is this something that you want to talk about? Give me a call. It's a wide open space out there. Start off with, just like I said, pick a subject, talk about it, see if anybody else wants to come in and talk with you about it, and then bump it up from there to different things that you've been thinking about doing.
All right. Thank you, Debra.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in. It's good to hear from you.
Yep. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
all right,
thanks for
you
calling.
guys have a good night then.
All right, take care, and thanks for calling in.
All right, bye, Brent.
Good night. All right, we've got 3 calls left, and the next one is area code 707. You're on the air.
Hey, Brent, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Who is this?
Well, this is Mike. You interviewed me last week.
Oh, hey, Mike. Good to hear you. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Otherwise known as Stag Head Logging. I changed my name there, just so you know.
Awesome. Well, it's great to hear from you. Thanks for calling in.
Well, yeah. I thought, I'd do it twice. I'd never called in before the first time, so why not try it a second time and see what Deb had to say, just on the general reading.
A general reading. Okay. Let's see what they have to say. Well, you got a lot of ideas running around.
You got that right. Brent can confirm that.
Yeah, and it's a lot of things that you want to do. Wow. Gee. And they go round and round and round. You might need to sit down and write some of these ideas down if you haven't already, so you can concentrate on the ones that are more important to you right now.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you.
No, that's true. My head is swirling, let me tell you. I got so much stuff going on, you don't even know.
Well, you're going to have a lot of options coming up of different things to do. So that will help you decide in which direction that you want to go. I'd say within the next 5 to 6 months, you're going to have your plate's going to be full. You're going to have a whole lot of stuff that you're going to be doing.
Oh, ma'am, I already work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. I'm sitting in logging camp right now talking to you, trying to figure out how to get Wi-Fi so I can do something.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole lot more that you're going to be doing. What kind of things do you make?
Well, to be honest with you, ma'am, I'm a logger. I'm former law enforcement, and I've got a lot of ideas stirring in my head. A lot of things I've seen, a lot of things I want to learn, a lot of things that I'm scared of. And I'm trying to figure out if I really want to go down that path, and just so many different things running around in my head. You just have no idea. I'm starting to wonder, as a sane man, you think, all right, I'm a former cop, I'm a pretty religious man, and I think I know what life is, but, I don't know anymore. Things are crazy.
Well, I mean, things like that change with age. The things that we may have known and believed in when we were 20, by the time we get to 50, it's like, okay, that didn't make any sense. Why are there? So, we're constantly changing as we get older. And some of the things that seemed so important to us back when we were 20, they seem like they were so silly. Why did we even put our time and effort into it as we get older? Simple things as we get older make more sense. Why did we make life so hard? Yeah. But I don't know. They're talking about making something. That's why I asked you what you make. Because
it's funny. I do stuff on the side. I do wood carving, chainsaw carving, all kinds of different stuff, carpentry, and stuff. My wife is always having me make something on the ranch. We have a little small ranch there.
Yeah.
So I'm always doing something.
Well, then you've got a lot to fall back on, and they're definitely talking about making things is going to come into your future. Almost like, I don't know if it's later on, like retirement or what, but they're definitely stressing you making stuff and making money from it. So,
that's good.
I would
hope that'd be honest.
I would put that at the top of the list. But yeah, I would make a list of the ideas that you have got going on to see which ones that you think, especially at this time in your life, seem more important to you, and put the list where you've got it handy, because like I said, as we get older, things change and our ideas change. So it may be that things that are more important to you right now on that list, it will be something else, 5, 10 years down the road. It will change, and something else on that list will be more important. In fact, you may wind up adding to the list.
I just thought about something that you hit the nail on the head. I'm a kind of crippled up, but I need a hip replacement, back replacement, knee replacement, just typical logger, and I'm always talking to my wife about doing something different. Well, she bought me a drone, and I've been talking to her about doing a drone, getting my license, and and doing something that's easier on my body than logging. You know, it's it's funny when the doctor gives you the paperwork to fill out to get the handicap placard for your logging truck. I mean, how are you going to pass that one off parking in the handicap spot, you know, with a big old logging truck? But anyway, that's funny. That kind of goes towards, I've been looking at something easier to do in my life.
Good for you.
There you go. Well, they're definitely talking about, you know, things that you do. So I would start thinking about it very seriously, because if they're bringing it up, then they're pretty sure that, you know, it's going to work itself out.
All right, 10-4. Hey, thank you very much, and I'll let you guys get on to another person.
Well, good to hear from you, Mike. Thanks a bunch for calling in. Good to hear from you.
Hey, you too, Brent. Take care now.
All right, good night.
Thank you, Deb.
Hey, night.
Night.
Very cool. Yeah. All right, and our next is from area code 501. You're on the air. Hello? Uh-oh. That sounds like we lost
We
one.
have another speaker?
Yeah. Aw. Okay. Well,
Goodness.
hello, are you there? Hello. You're on the air? No, I don't think we're going to wake there. Okay. Well.
No, that one's into some sweet dreams.
Yeah,
So,
they've been on hold for 70 minutes. So, all right, let's go to the last one then of the night, and this will be Ramon.
I thought I heard Ramon.
You did hear Ramon. That's you, brother. You're on the air.
What's up, dude? How you guys doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Okay, so I had a few things to say, you know, besides all the stuff we normally talk about, like what's going on. If we're talking about group therapy, and we're talking about not what's wrong with us, but what we have to overcome. Probably a better way of looking at it. I think that a lot of people need to try some meds. I'm not saying that you can't do it without it, but all I know is after I was 22, 23, I don't know what it was, I stopped working out. Maybe that's what the problem was. But I think if people tried a little bit of anxiety medication, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's the first thing I have to say.
Did you need
There's
a reading?
nothing wrong with that.
Ramon, did you need a reading? Or
I'm sorry, go ahead. What's that?
Did you want to have a reading tonight, or were you just calling to talk about other things?
Okay, yes. Well, if you don't want me to, I can do a reading. No problem.
Well, I mean, this is a call-in show for psychic readings, but I love hearing what you have to say.
Okay. Let me say that first, because we're talking about group therapy, and I just want to tell people before I get a reading from Deb that I think you guys should just try things. There's nothing wrong with it. Definitely not intense stuff, but it will make you feel better, because I couldn't do it without it, you know?
Sure.
I don't know what happened. I was fine before I was in my early 20s, but
okay.
Yeah, that's my thing. And the other thing, too, I want to ask Deb is when you're giving readings, is that the absolute? Meaning, do we, what's the famous phrase? Do we make our future, or is it set in stone? There you go.
Nothing is set in stone. I do the readings to give you an idea of what's coming or what's going to happen, what I'm being told is going to happen. We always have the final decision are the final choice as to what happens. I mean, we can do one thing to change what's going on if we so desire. All I'm doing is I'm trying to give you a little insight into what is coming or what
Into
possibly. Yeah. So.
Yeah, into yourself and all of the above. Okay.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay, so I'll go along with it because Brent is telling me to.
Well, no,
And
I'm
because
not.
mostly because you're here, Deb, and that's what you guys are doing. Do you think I will actually finally make things happen for myself?
Yeah. Because you want them to happen. You know where you want to be. There's no question of that. You know what you want to do. There's no question of that. Will you achieve it? Yes.
That's the question, yeah.
Yeah. You have the ability to put yourself in any mindset that you want, in any situation that you want. Right now, yeah, you're wanting happiness. You're wanting good things to happen, and you have set yourself towards that path. Are you going to stay on that path? Yes. From what I'm seeing right now, yeah, you'll stay on that path. You are going to make things happen.
Can I ask you this? Why did I lose it when I was younger? Like, what happened to me? Was it a diet? Was it the people around me? Was it my mental state? Because when I was younger, before I met a lot of the people that I met, I would go home and I would play bass for hours and hours and hours. And the only reason I got good at bass is because I had no one to hang out with. So, but then one day I told myself that I'm not, it wasn't that I was insecure, it was that I didn't want to engage because I was scared of what people, how people would perceive me. What happened in my early age, like at the early 20s, like what was wrong, really?
Some of the people and influence in your life. Because you had you had about negative people around you. And unfortunately, you believed a lot of the stuff that they said. And that that went against what you knew you were supposed to do. But you still listened to them, and that kind of put you in a downward spiral.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I'll tell you guys once. Go ahead.
It was more a case of bringing yourself back. You always had the ability to do it. It just...
I think what happened to me is that I found it easier to find other people who weren't as elevated as me, and they were, no offense to them, they were spiritually below me, so it was easier for me to be myself, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. And maybe that was it, the fact that you didn't challenge yourself. And it's hard because if we have people, and some of us will look for, we'll look for certain types. And it's not necessarily, and it's like you said, beneath you. That wasn't challenging you. That wasn't giving you the uplift that you needed. That was more bringing you down.
Because it was easy.
Yeah. Sometimes it's more challenging if we find someone that is a little smarter than us, a little bit more knowledgeable than us. In that, we feel inferior sometimes, but that helps us learn, and that brings us up to a new level. Whereas you should have been bringing yourself up to a different level. You were bringing yourself down to someone else's level. And that was causing problems within you.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It was hard growing up because I had to make myself, if that makes any sense. I had to make myself be me, basically, and that ultimately turned into me questioning things and me questioning my friends, which I probably shouldn't have done, and all the above. I used to have a camcorder, and I would go out to my friends while they were at my house, and we'll be hanging out, and I would ask them questions like, what do you think about 9/11? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And all the time, even till now, most of the time, they just didn't want to talk about it. And I don't know, for me, like, I found the hangout a little redundant, maybe because I hadn't found a woman I loved yet, and a family to create. But that's what I ended up doing is that. And I don't know, I think I find it hard not to do that. And I think I find it hard to relax and just enjoy the moment. But I'll tell you one thing, it's hard to enjoy the moment as time goes on, as you get older. You feel like the time is slipping away even faster. When you're younger, it's easier to say, I have the rest of my life ahead of me. But when you start to get past your 30s, and then 35, and then you're like almost 40, like I am, you're like, oh my God, my time is short. So you get this anxiety that berates you and pushes you and makes it hard for you to enjoy the now. I guess that's probably my problem, how to
Just
enjoy the now.
Wait 10 more years. I'm 63. I'm not really worried about how much time I have left. I'm more worried about living my life now in every moment. And, if I get the chance to do things that I was never able to do when I was younger, I do it. I'm very chill about life. So it will come. Don't worry, it will come.
That's good to know. Yeah, so I'll let you guys go, but the last thing I have to say is, love you, Brent.
Love
you
you
there,
too, brother.
Brent?
I am, brother. I'm here listening.
All right.
Love you too, man. Thanks for
All
calling
right, I
in.
love you guys. Yeah, dude. Much love. Just like I told Chris, the forum and a few callers before this, the forum is good. The internet is good, which basically is the connection. The connection is good. Like people were talking in the chat, we got to talk, period, end of story.
Amen.
And we got to not be scared to talk about things.
Yeah.
Whether we're wrong or not, you just hash them out. It's okay. Mostly you're just, you're connecting and you're you're loving each other. And I'm a pusher. As you guys know, I push, and then later on I'm like, okay, well, maybe not. I'm very aggressive.
Yeah.
But I'm also I'm just as lighthearted as you guys, and I'm just as humbled as you guys. Trust me, or I would not be here. So anyway, much love. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Brent.
Okay, brother.
Have a good night.
All right. Good night.
You
Thanks,
too.
Ramon. Good to see you.
Good night.
Very cool. I'm gonna try this one line again and see if maybe they woke up. Area code 707. You're on the air. Hello? Hello, you're on the air. Are you there? Hello? Okay. Well, I guess we don't have that person. Oh, it just hung up. I don't know if they hung up or if but that was the person that wasn't awake before. So, I guess Deb, we made it. We made it through the
Yay!
night, and we did almost 2 hours overtime. Yeah, no, no, what the hell time? My show gets over at 9, right? Yeah, so it was only yeah. So we did an hour
Almost
overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how you holding up? Good?
Great. Yeah.
Well, you did wonderful, and thank you so much, as always, for being here and being with us. Take a few minutes, let people know how to stay in touch with you, Deb, if you would, please.
Okay. Facebook, it's Debra Davenport Varner, or it's Purple Mystic Readings by Deb, or my email is purplemysticreader@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, Deb does do private readings, so you can get a hold of her on her Facebook page and schedule a private reading. And, it's a little more of a open forum there. On the show, we've got to kind of push through, and I know a lot of the callers probably have 50 other questions they'd love to ask. But just make an appointment for a private reading. Deb's prices are the most reasonable anywhere, and you obviously are getting one of the most amazing psychics I've ever talked to. So, she's just darn good, as you can tell, because we keep having her back, and she's the real deal. So, again, purplemysticreader@gmail.com is the email address, and that is in the show description. As well. I put it in the show description, but if you're on Facebook, check out either Debra Davenport Varner, and that's her personal page, or her Purple Mystic Readings by Deb, and that's Readings by Deb. All one word is her group. That's all one word, right, Deb, or is it not all one word?
No.
It's separate words?
No, it's Purple Mystic Readings by Deb. It's one sentence. It's not one word.
One sentence. That's what I was trying to say. It's been a long day. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Deb, hold on the line afterwards. I want to just chat with you a little bit on the other side, okay?
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
All right, everybody. Well, we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find the magic in every day, and remember to just to laugh as much as you can. Don will be with me tomorrow, and we'll be tearing it up on the Saturday show, so don't miss it. We'll be waiting for you right here on the Paranormal Portal. So good night, everybody.